Good morning, everyone. I'm writer Coach Tony, and welcome to my channel. It's January 8th, 10:51, and I'm making my first video of the day. And it will be a book review, another book review. Yes, because I'm running after all the books I've read in 2021. So the book review is from one of my favorite authors. Her name is Maureen Lee. I think she's from Liverpool because most of the books she has written is based in that city in the United Kingdom, Liverpool. This one is entitled Flora and Grace. So I'm a big fan of Maureen Lee. I've read this, I think the third book I've read of hers. I've read After the War is Over, and I've read Au revoir, Liverpool. I like her books because they are set in World War II England. So, and usually her characters are mostly women who have been left by their husbands because their husbands have to go to war, and women who had to help in the war effort of the United Kingdom. So Flora and Grace is a story of two women who are connected by... Okay, before I start my video, by the way, there are going to be spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers and you want to read the book, you may turn off the video now. But if you want to continue, I'll just give a quick rundown on the story, and then tell you what I like about the book. So Flora and Grace is a story of two women. One is British, and one I think is French, no? She's American, but she went to France, and then I think she made that mistake. Her character makes a mistake of going back to Europe during the World War. It's a big mistake because her heritage is Jewish, so we all know what happened to the Jews in Europe. So unfortunately, Grace was also part of those women who were in the book. She was sent to Auschwitz, and you know what happened to her in Auschwitz. So anyway, the thing that connects, or the person that connects both women, is a boy named Simon. So that's where the story begins, no? The train of Grace moves into Switzerland, and at that time, the young Flora, who was just orphaned, was being taken care of by two foster parents, Andrew and Elsie, in a school in Switzerland. When they left Flora in the train station, Flora saw this train pass through, and it was a train for prisoners of war, the Jews, no? And Grace's character hands over her baby to Flora, because we all know what happens to the babies, to the young children when they were sent to the concentration camps. So that's basically the foundation of the story. What happens in the story is what happens to Flora and Grace. Well, we know what happened to Grace. No, she died in the concentration camp, but Flora continued to have a life, and she had an exciting life. And I'm sure the question that is in your mind is what happens to Simon. No? Simon eventually grows up, and although he kind of knows that he's not really part of this family that he's seeing, he just keeps it to himself. And then when the day of the revelation came, he was slowly able to piece through his heritage, who his real mother was, who his real father was, who his real grandparents were. So in the end, it's a win-win situation for him, because he already discovered his new family, and he also is in a very loving, it's an Irish family, so they're very close. They're like Filipinos. They're very close, cousins, aunties, uncles. So it's the same dynamic to a Filipino household. So, did I like the book? Yes. I said it earlier that I'm a big fan of Maureen Lee. I love her work. I love the simplicity of her language, and every time she writes, every time I open the book, my mind is transported to that time, to that era. And then she also writes again about Liverpool. So it's like I'm traveling around Liverpool, seeing houses, seeing characters, seeing the people there who lived through the war and those who survived the war. So all in all, it's a very good read. I enjoyed it very much. I will still look for other Maureen Lee books. I think she has several. Oh my god, she has many. So many. So only like 3 yet. So I have many books of her to go. I will continue to read her. I'm enjoying her books immensely, and well, I think that's all. I'll make more book reviews of the ones I haven't made yet. So anyway, please subscribe to my channel, Writer Coach Tony. Please follow me on my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And still, I think it's time to. So take care, everyone. The virus comes very high in Manila. So bye bye. Take care. Keep safe. Wear your mask.